Is Jonah Goldberg, senior editor of the National Review and a Fox News contributor. Jonah, good to see you. Thanks for coming in today.
It's great to be here.
What do you make of all that?
I think first of all, I think it would be brilliant and really important for the Trump campaign to take some Democratic senators off the table.
Yeah.
Their margin in the Senate is really narrow. We're seeing this just with the talk about the Tillerson nomination,
right,
where when you have, 52 Republican senators,
right,
basically everybody gets to pretend I am the crucial 51st vote. And that gives everybody leverage. The more you can pad that lead for the Republicans, the more the White House has leverage over senators rather than senators having leverage over the White House. But we do see this pretty much every administration where they try to, first of all, there's a tradition of picking someone from the other party for one cabinet position. But I also think, just as Ed said, this isn't just about cabinet picks. I also think it's not entirely just about senators. It's also about the image of the parties. One of the reasons why a lot of sort of conservative Democrats switched over and became Republicans under Reagan was because the images of the parties had changed. Mm-hmm. And we're seeing that again right now. And so you're seeing, for someone like Joe Manchin, his state is essentially a Republican state. He's just a popular sort of lagging behind the trend conservative Democrat.
A lot of people have thought he might cross over at some point.
Which is what Jim Jeffords had done. Yeah, it's what Bill Graham had done. And so the image that the Republican Party is now the home of politicians like a Manchin or a Heitkamp is terrible for the Democrats, given that the Democrats are having this identity crisis about, oh my gosh, we're just these blue state latte-sipping liberals from San Francisco and New York. They can't all of a sudden start hemorrhaging all of their sort of blue-collar,
somebody in West Virginia and North Dakota and places in the heartland. I remember when President Obama tried to get Judd Gregg to come into his cabinet, and Gregg said yes, the former senator from New Hampshire, and then sort of started to get the feel for what the economic plan was, and just said, I can't back this. I can't do it, and left. So sometimes it's tough to do, but, perhaps admirable to try to bring some of these people in, and also, as you say, quite crafty in a political move.
Right. I mean, one of the funny things about the Judd Gregg thing, which I had completely forgotten about, was in this moment where everybody's accusing the other side of being paranoid, the whole reason why Gregg's nomination got killed was because Democrats were terrified that a Republican might be in charge of the census and that would steal the election, and so this idea that this is just something new to this moment is not quite right, Jonah,
thank you.
Great to be here.
Good to see you. Good to see you as always. Thanks a lot.